Tyran Wishart, welcome to the Run Home with Joel and Fletch.
Thanks for having me, lads.
Mate, congratulations. By gee, I tell you what, in the NFL, I think they have a breakout season. Mate, you have just grabbed this season by the scruff of the neck and made it your own. Congratulations. How do you feel?
Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, feeling good. I'm enjoying my footy at the moment. Obviously, I was able to get a few starts under my belt with a few injuries, which is a bit bad, but obviously I enjoyed my time starting and just gained a bit of confidence from there, I guess.
Why this year? Like, why was it? Were you very confident coming into the off season that this is my year this year? I'm ready to go.
Not really. It didn't feel any different, to be honest. Like I said, I think with injuries, I was slotted into the starting team, and I reckon it's a lot easier to prepare when you're definite on what position you're playing instead of just sitting on the bench and waiting for an injury.
Wishy, I work with a die-hard Dragon supporter. It's bordering on an obsession.
Yeah.
How does a Gerringong local kid end up in Melbourne and just gets bypassed by either the Dragons or Cronulla? Or tell us how you ended up at the Storm.
Yeah, well, I was with the Dragons through the juniors and everything. I did SG ball with the Steelers, and then went into Jersey Flag with the under-20s from there. And then had a couple of pre-seasons with first grade just on a train and trial, but I just couldn't quite crack the top 30 squad. And then I think it was 2021, I was just playing New South Wales Cup and had an injury, actually. I did my ankle pretty bad, and then I got a call pretty much halfway through my rehab from the Storm, which was, it was a bit of a shock, but they wanted me straight away into that full-time squad, and I jumped at it.
So when you get the phone call, I'd imagine it was either Frank or Craig Bellamy or someone else. What did they say they saw in you that they think that you could become a Storm player?
Honestly, I'm not really sure. It was actually Paul Bunn who called us. He's head of recruitment, and then from there I had a meeting with the Storm. That's when they were up in the bubble in Sunny Coast through COVID, and had a meeting with Frank, who I'd sort of chatted with before through Dad. He's mates with him, and then but obviously hadn't met Craig before, and I was shitting myself, but it ended up working out.
Can I ask you this, Rod? So, I mean, wherever they put you, you've played on the wing, I think you might have played fullback, 5'8", halfback, hooker, list goes on, maybe a bit of lock. If Craig Bellamy said to you, righto, Tyran, forgetting about the players in those dumpers, forget about Harry Grant wearing 9, Munster wearing 6, Pat wearing 1 and all those sorts of things, Hughes wearing 7, what is the number that you think long-term best fits the back of your jumper?
Oh, I've always loved playing 6. That's what I sort of grew up playing, and I sort of switched in between 6 and 7 through the juniors, and then into the sort of higher rep teams. But yeah, I reckon 6, and then to be honest, the later sort of last 2 years, I've enjoyed my time whenever I played at 9 as well. So I do like the spine anywhere you get your hands on the ball, really.
Wishy, I've got to ask you this: do you wear ankle-high boots like the old man?
No, but I'm thinking about it. What do you reckon?
I think you should. Well, you mentioned
you have to.
You mentioned you had an ankle injury. I bet you your dad never had an ankle injury. Certainly wouldn't have been sent as much. Well, there you go. There's something in there.
If ASICs are listening, get them back.
Oh, okay. It's an ASICs rort.
Has the old boy still got them?
So.
I think didn't he wear Reebok? Weren't they Reeboks?
I think he might have been ASICs and then Reebok towards the end of his career. I might be wrong, but
the ankle boots.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was with ASICs for a while.
You know the other thing, he always had shiny legs. He had beautiful,
great quads,
great cars,
Hall of Fame quads.
But they always used to just be shiny. I remember I tackled him once and I just slipped straight off. You know what he was?
He might have been chucking a bit of Vaso on it or something.
Baby oil. Is he still into the chemical stuff or the paint stuff?
Yeah, he is. He's sort of slowly winding down now. But yeah, he's still got Wishart's paint solutions.
Wishart's paint solutions, that's it.
And what
if you do a number on your car and need some touch-up paint, you might.
I do actually.
There you go.
Yeah, I do. Actually,
he wouldn't come up here.
An accident today.
Yeah, Wishy's not coming up here.
I want to know about. There's a lot of people coming through names that we don't so much know, but I want to know this young Penrith kid, Keagan, g'day. Russell, g'day. Smith. What do we know about him, Keagan Russell-Smith? Tyran?
Yeah, well, firstly, he's a great bloke. He's very humble and deserves his game on the tomorrow night. But he's a pretty impressive player, and I can't wait to see him run out tomorrow and play alongside him.
We know most of the other names, but there's a couple that we probably don't know so well, and the other one, Adavalu Lasati.
Yeah, yep, Big Valu. He's exciting as well, and so's the other forward in Tristan Powell. Obviously, we've got a different squad for tomorrow night, but you know these blokes get their chance, and they've worked really hard and had good years in either New South Wales Cup or Queensland Cup, and they deserve their shot.
Brian, I played in a game years and years ago.
Bruce.
Decades ago. Where
Is this a Bruce?
Yeah, it's a Bruce. It's a Bruce. But it relates to his coach, Craig Bellamy, where we played a similar looking lineup, who a lot of these kids became stars down the track, but we didn't yet know who they were. It was Craig Bellamy coaching the absence of Wayne Bennett for the Broncos.
Yes.
He came down, and we had like names in our team, and they just had us from the get-go. How does Craig Bellamy, and you've been part of the main team, and you'll be there grand final day fully fit, assuming you make it, because you've earned that spot. But how does he approach these types of week bellyache?
Honestly, I reckon he doesn't change too much. I reckon he just puts confidence in his players, and for the people who haven't played too many games, I reckon he just tells them to keep it simple and just puts confidence in. I think that's the main thing.
Wishy, when you play Manly and you're up against your future brother-in-law, is there do you get a little bit antsy up
Ruben
there?
Garrick?
Yeah.
I was on the same side as him this year, but
was there
nothing kicked off.
Nah. Any chat? Did you say something to him? Did you get into him? Because he looks like a lovely bloke.
Yeah, no, he is, and for my sister's sake, I don't want any bad blood. So
yeah, fair enough. Is he your age?
Kept it civil.
He's
a couple of years older than me.
Okay. And is your sister younger than you or older than you?
Older. They're the same age. I think they're
age.
around 27.
What's her
27,
What's her name?
Riley.
Riley Wishart.
Yep.
Okay, I don't want to say his sister.
Are you taken, Tyran?
Yeah. I am, yes, I am.
Well, that'll answer your question.
So when you first went down, or you went down to Melbourne, you had to live in a, I've heard not quite a sunroom, but I was told that you were forced, you had no windows, and the only thing stopping you for privacy was one of those rank timber, I suppose they're like not curtains.
Where would you see those?
You see them at sort of those dodgy rub and tug joints, which maybe one of your flatmates picked up from somewhere. Is that true? Is that you were living in a kitchen?
Yeah, no, you've done your research.
Yeah.
You're spot on. I was in the front room, not much privacy, and I was supposed to be in there for a month. I just went to Bunnings and got a little privacy screen, which you could literally see straight through. So should have just been called a screen, but
that's it.
It went from 1 month, and then our other housemate who was planning on moving to London kept getting pushed back, so it turned from 1 month to about 4. But some good stories.
Yeah. And do you like Melbourne? Do you like the city?
Yeah, no, I do.
It
took a little bit to get used to coming from Gerringong. There's not much around there other than the water and the pub. But I do love it, and I was ready for a bit of a change. So yeah, like I said, when they called, I jumped at it. And
do you like to get out bells? Do you like your surfing? I'd imagine you would. You're from Gerringong.
I do. I love my surfing. Yeah. This winter we honestly haven't been down too much, but last year Harry and myself we were smashing Bells Beach and Winky Pop. That's probably our favourite.
Oh, it's a good spot.
Brian, why don't you quiz him on our Merino quiz the other day? What was one of the questions you had, which he might get?
Oh, he'll get it. Well, we've got the final series now for the WSL. Can you name me 3 of the top 5 that will be partaking?
Well, Australia's own Ethan qualified. He's definitely in it.
Yep.
We got Jack Robinson.
Correct.
Boom.
You get all five. You get all five here.
Yeah, I want to try and get all 5.
Okay.
Griffin.
Gryffindor. Yep.
Is he in the 5?
Yeah. Who's number
and I
1?
think
Who's number 1? Who's the gun? He's my favourite.
number 1's John.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
John. And Medina.
No.
Funky Cold.
No, the other cat.
Toledo.
The other Brazilian.
Yes.
Toledo.
Yes.
Who's the one?
Italo.
Italo.
Yeah, Toledo's had the year off.
That's
Yes.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And the
Ferrero
girls,
Rocher.
I think, is she from down your way? No. Molly Picklum? No, she's a
Molly Picklum. No, we had Sally.
Sal. Yeah.
And then Tyler was from down Culburra way, I think.
And Wishy, what about when you want to relax, other than surfing? Do you just sit back at home on the beanbag with the privacy screen up and you watch? Do you like watching? Are you a Netflix junkie or are you into that sort of stuff?
Yeah, I've started collecting my privacy screens now. So, honestly, I like playing golf, surfing. I'm not very good at golf, but I give it a go. But I'm not much of a. I don't really play PlayStation or anything. But
No, that's good. What about cooking? Do you like cooking?
Cooking, I don't mind my cooking, but I'm probably not great at that either.
Okay,
But I'd rather cook than go out and buy something every night.
Yeah, so if you can come on, because we've asked you to come on Matty's show a couple of times.
Yep.
If you come on there, I'm pretty confident I can get you Gosney.
Has he been knocking you back?
No, he hasn't been. It's just it hasn't aligned.
Oh, okay.
It hasn't aligned.
Hasn't
but
aligned.
I think we could be on this Sunday.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
That was
Who's we? You and who?
No, it's just me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think.
If you turned up to head back to the oldie's house, just unannounced, and Dad had a few former teammates with him having a barbecue, who would be the 3 most likely to be there with your great father?
Oh, Mary would have to be.
Yep.
Obviously the centre wing for the Steelers. I
Rughead.
reckon Trent Barrett as well.
Yeah.
Oh, Baz, T-Baz.
He's still. I think he's still living at Shell Harbour.
Yep.
What about Rughead?
And I can't. Who's Rughead?
He'd be a surfer too, wouldn't he?
Brad Mackay.
One of Clive from the losing team.
Oh,
Yeah.
the guy. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'd have to throw him in there too.
Yeah, Rughead would be
What a
there.
good
Yeah.
gang.
Right.
Super fit gang,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Can you remember any of them, like coming over when you were a kid and they were just sort of, they were out in the back and just getting full
Yeah.
of piss and
Wrestling?
wrestling?
Not really. I
No.
do remember once Trent and Dad went for a surf at the farm at Shell Harbour, and it was obviously Dad's day to look after me, and he just left me on the beach. I think I was about 3. Left me on the beach for like 2 hours. But that's probably made up a bit. But I do remember that. I remember going surfing with them too.
And how long are you signed down in the Storm for?
I've got until the end of next year.
Oh.
End of next year. Ooh, because out my Dragons.
And then there's another year, but it's sort of it's like option based. So
in your favour or their favour?
I think it's their favour.
And Wishy, tell us.
See, I love how he said, I think it is. See, he's not even thinking about that far, Brian.
Hey, Wishy, tell us about.
Yeah.
Tell
I'm
us.
just worried about this year at the moment.
Tell us about when you signed with the Storm. You got to work for 2 weeks. What did you have to do?
Yeah, I had to. We were working on a house. I think I was 2 years into my carpentry apprenticeship before the Storm called. So, me and Grant Anderson, he's a qualified chippy. We went out to Peter Robinson, who's a Melbourne old boy as well.
Yeah, Robbo.
And his house burnt down a few years ago, so we were helping clad his house and do other bits and pieces.
Oh,
so
rock solid there, Robbo, getting on in his own house.
Yeah, but I thought you had to do something that got you out of your comfort zone. I thought it was something like real heckos you had to do. But that you can do. Can you choose what you want to do?
I think it usually is, but I reckon Robbo got into bellyache's ear and said, "Oh, mate, I need this free labour."
Okay. So he's a qualified chippy like yourself. Now, you're a dummy half. Are you looking towards a qualified 7? What can we expect from Grant Anderson, who's been bloody awesome? What can we expect from him wearing the number 7 this week?
Yeah, like you said, he's been outstanding, whatever he's played. He's covered a lot of positions this year too, so He's confident in his own ability, so I think he'll have a big game, and keen to see him run around in the 7.
You might have played with Daniel Atkinson at Melbourne, or maybe just missed him, but it's got a bit of Daniel Atkinson about it. You know, played in the outside backs and then got thrown the number 7 jumper, Brian. You never know.
Okay. Yeah, I roomed with that all through 2021 when we were up at the sunny coast. So he's a great fella as well, and he's playing great footy.
Now, Wishy, I'm desperate to know about Johnny Utah, your centre. What's his go? Your man, Keanu. Jackie Howarth.
Keanu Reeves.
Oh. Sure, I was a bit lost there for a second.
Surely
yeah,
you call
you
call him Johnny Utah. He just sort of, I mean, I've never seen a kid just come on and he just looks like, I think he's going to end up playing the back row.
Yeah.
What's he like as a bloke? I know he's only a baby, isn't he? He's 19 or 20 or something, isn't he? Still.
I think he's 20, 21 maybe.
Oh, okay,
20 or 21.
Tell us a bit about him.
Yeah, he had to bide his time. Obviously, a lot of people sort of were wondering when he was going to debut, and he got his shot at the end of last year. And then obviously this year he's had a breakout year, and he's just a powerhouse. Like, I think he was the same size he is now when he was about 10. But,
yeah, man-child.
A bit of a man-child, no, but he's, as a bloke, he's hilarious. He's one of the funniest we have at the club, and everyone loves him.
Tyran Wishart, I tell you what, the board's melted down. They love you. We have this saying, keeper. You're a keeper. If they want you back, they call you a keeper. Well, it's keeper. And, mate, I would love nothing more than to see your good self be one of the great rugby league stories. Just close your eyes and picture this. Accor Stadium.
Here we go. It's
that first Sunday in October, and out trots Tyran Wishart. And about an hour and a half to 2 hours later, you've won the comp. What would that mean to you?
Oh, yeah, it'd get goosebumps thinking about it. So hopefully you haven't put the curse on us. But
he's mocked you.
Yeah, obviously that's why we play for those games in the final series. So hopefully we can keep the ball rolling and give the comp a good crack.
Yep, good on you, mate. Dreams are free. Thanks for joining the run home with Joel and Fletch. We've got a break. We just wanted to keep you for a long, long time. We did that. We love that. Thank you very much, and all the best,
Wishy.
legends.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
See you, bud.
See ya.